I'm back. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. One of my favorite stories that I just cherish is a community group got a whole bunch of quarters and spare change, and they went to their local laundromat and they started asking people, can we do your laundry for you? And at first people were like, what? And then they started putting quarters into the machine and were really blessing people. And during that time period, as people's wash were going through the cycle, they were able to talk and to share and just love on people with no real agenda. That is an awesome story because a group decided that they were going to serve in their community. Has your group found a date to get together and to serve together yet? If not, there's still time in community group to put something on the calendar. Maybe you bless someone else in your group. If your group has scheduling issues, you use the normal time that you get together, take a break and just serve. You could write encouraging notes to one another. You could write encouraging notes to the leadership of Arcade or some of the widows. If you need help, call the church office. We'd love to share ideas with you. If you have more ideas than your group is able to do, share that on Facebook and on the social media that we have. We want groups to serve one another and to serve our community. Now here's Craig.
Hey everyone, hope your week is going well so far. If you were with us last Sunday, then you know that we got into Romans chapter 3, the first 20 verses. And Paul continues his mission of breaking down all possible justifications, all possible barriers or obstacles that we build up that convince ourselves that we are right with God based upon who we are or what we believe or what we do. The reality is we are all in need of the righteousness of God. We need the gift that God has to give us. And so the whole purpose was to unpack this. Now, you may have some questions. Paul is anticipating those questions, and so we looked at some of the first few verses of Romans chapter 3, and we found out that Paul kind of has this Q&A time in the first few verses where he is anticipating questions that you and I may have, and then he answers those questions. But then he moves into verse 10, where he comes away with this conclusion. The bottom line is this: we're all sinners. We're all in need of rescue. We're all like that beached whale that we talked about a few weeks ago, where we are in desperate need of someone to come and pick us up and put us back into the ocean that we belong. And that is a gift that God has given us. But for us to accept that gift, we have to know the extent of our own personal rebellion. Whether you are someone who's never believed in Jesus or you're someone who plays the part of believing in Jesus, you and I are in need of that gift. And so Paul breaks down what that looks like in Romans chapter 3 about the effects of sin and how sin affects every aspect of our life. And the whole reason why he's doing this is he's building up to that point where we are unwrapping that gift and we see what God has given us. And I'm looking forward to doing that next week when we look at the last part of chapter 3. Have a great week. See you then.